Out the vulva box.
Out of his vulva box. He had a box of vulvas in his freezer. Yeah, but we got curly fries. He had vulvas.
Welcome back, guys. So with spooky season well on its way, we kicked off the week with Ryan Murphy's Monster, the Ed GEIN story.
GEIN.
Oh, God.
GEIN. GEIN is GEIN.
It was spent.
You've been practicing that for about 15 minutes.
His name, and I got it wrong. We decided to kick off the week with Ryan Murphy's Monster, the Ed GEIN story. We did it. So Ed GEIN, also known as the Butcher of Plainfield, was the American serial killer and body snatcher. In 1957, the authorities discovered that he had dug up corpses from the graveyard and what did he do?
He fashioned keepsakes from their bones and skin.
Oh.
Yum.
And he also confessed to killing 2 women, one in 1954 and one in 1957.
So this cheery little show was based on real events, and in true Ryan Murphy fashion, there was a good mix of fact and fiction.
So Ed GEIN, portrayed fabulously by Charlie Hunnam. Hunnam? Why can't I say anyone's names? He was brilliant. He was brilliant.
Oh, he was great.
Completely different to anything I've ever seen him in.
It was quite refreshing to see him in something where he wasn't playing like a gangster or a hard man.
Yeah, really, really was.
Yeah. Like the last thing I think we saw him in was Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, completely different character.
Yeah, or wasn't he in that other thing?
The Gentleman?
The Gentleman, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was quite nice to see him in something else, play a completely different role. It really did show the broad spectrum of what he's capable of doing as far as acting ability
Versatile actor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
It was so good.
And did we find out his name?
I want to
Charlie Hunnam.
Hunnam. Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam. Just think, he played a guy who hunted dead bodies. Charlie Hunnam.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a terrible analogy.
We binge watched the entire series.
Over 2 days.
Over 2 days.
Over 2 days. Let's not leave that fact out.
We're not that hardcore. Some people would have done it in one evening.
Probably, yeah, but I didn't have 8 hours spare. I liked how, from the off, I kind of just felt sorry for him.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really, from the start, from the very beginning, straight away, you can see this guy, he's vulnerable.
He's got mental health problems.
Yeah.
He's got a mean mum.
He really had you feeling sorry for him. Like,
Yeah. On a human level.
And that's really portrayed instantly.
Yeah.
Like, there's, it's not the case of... At first, before watching it, I thought he was going to be some sort of, like, deranged, bloodthirsty, murderous character. But he didn't really come... I didn't get that feeling from him.
Even though it was called Monster.
Yeah.
Straight away, he was a human. The whole show kind of made you go, wow, the human brain is really capable of some messed up things.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to say a difficult watch, but...
It was difficult at times.
Parts of it were quite difficult to digest.
Yeah.
Because, like, it was really hard to dislike him.
Yeah, or to
hate him. Because mostly when you get serial killers, you hate the antagonist, don't you? But with that, you really... I'm not saying I liked him. Like, I wouldn't invite him over for dinner or anything. Not that I'd have anything he'd want to eat. But... So give us your arm. Won't be long.
Ed.
I know. But although, did he eat anyone?
Yeah, I think they said he did.
I'm not sure. They didn't portray him on the show as eating anyone. He wasn't cannibal, was he? He just wore their skin, which is probably not morally better, but...
I'm pretty sure that they insinuated... Or he had a bowl, a skull bowl at one point, and it seemed like it didn't...
He used the skull as a bowl, yeah. But he didn't actually... He ate beans out of it.
Oh, was that meant to be beans?
I suppose technically... Well, yeah, he had loads of tins of beans everywhere, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because his mother basically looked after him, didn't she? Yeah. And then when she had her stroke and got ill, he was looking after her.
Yeah.
So when she died, it was kind of...
He needed a bowl.
Yeah, he needed a bowl. So we thought,
oh well, yeah, why not?
Cheers, Mum. So when he died, he only seemed to be capable of making beans for himself.
Yeah.
He couldn't look after himself.
No, his mum made sure of that. So it started off with him living with his mother, living with his overbearing, overly religious mother.
Very anti women, anti-sex, very, very religious, very God-fearing woman.
Yeah.
And probably unhinged herself.
Oh yeah, I think so. So many horror films were inspired by Ed Gein, like Psycho,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Silence of the Lambs, even American Horror Story Asylum.
Yeah, and it was quite funny because even one of the scenes in the series, they were doing a premiere of Psycho, and the audience were crying, screaming.
Yeah, one lady went into labour.
Yes, I know, and it's mad because like the scene they were showing when that happened was the lady getting stabbed. The famous iconic scene.
Yeah. Stabbed in the shower.
Yeah. And they were all getting really irate about it.
Yeah.
Compare that to today.
I know.
It's like...
It's nothing.
No, like everyone is so desensitised to horror and gore nowadays. Like, that was nothing.
No.
It's like there was a part in the show, wasn't there, where they were asking the question, is he the monster or is the viewer the monster? Alfred Hitchcock, with like the films he was making and all that, and not just him, other directors and things, obviously. But like, who's the monster, the viewer or the...
Yeah. Or the person committing the crimes
the atrocities.
Who may or may not have mental health problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, did you remember that bit where he was doing something, cutting up vulvas or something?
Yeah, as you do.
And he just turned to the camera and went like, you could look away or
something like that, wasn't it? It was eerie.
Yeah.
But it was a good point. It was kind of like, we don't have to watch this, but we do.
Yeah, and it made me realise how desensitised I am. I was a little bit hurt.
Yeah.
I was a little bit hurt by that. After episode, 2 or 3, it dipped. And it was slow. And I'm glad we kept with it, because by the time we got to episode 7 and 8, which I think probably were my favourites, it picked back up again. But that middle section, it dragged for me.
I found myself doom scrolling at one point.
Yeah.
When it got to about episode 4, I was a bit like,
yeah, well, there's only so many times you can see him talking to his dead mother in the chair or doing whatever he was doing.
One thing I will say about the whole series was it kind of mixed messages. It confused me a bit, or they were messages I thought they were giving, but they weren't. Like, do you know the bits where they were really showing him his proclivity for wearing women's underwear? Yeah. And how he liked to dance around wearing it. He liked to wear women's skin. Yeah. Wear the breasts and the balls. I say that as if it's a swear.
I know. It's not a swear.
The vulvas. It was a scene in there where he was wearing the skin of a woman's breasts on his body. Yeah. And then he had a vulva.
Out the vulva box.
Out of his vulva box. He had a box of vulvas in his freezer. Yeah, but we got curly fries. He had vulvas. At
first I thought they were drawing a parallel with like cross-dressing.
Yeah, transsexual, transgender sort of thing.
And then as time went on, it became more and more transgender. Yeah. Or transsexual. And yeah, I thought they were like drawing a parallel.
I did.
And I started to get a little bit annoyed with that.
Yeah, it was. We were sort of this close to switching off. Yeah. It was a bit like, ooh, hang on, is this just a bit of a propaganda film? Yeah. Have they just tried to do some sort of negative publicity on the trans community or something?
Which is really funny though when you think about it, isn't it? Yeah. Because there we are being desensitised to murders.
So we were getting offended by the prospect of transphobia. It's actually quite ironic.
That's a good point though, isn't it? Like, on the one hand, we're like, oh, we forgive you, Ed.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But Ryan Murphy, don't you dare be transphobic. It's like, what?
He spent the remainder of his life after they'd found the bodies.
Yeah.
Sectioned.
Yeah, he did.
Because they decided he couldn't stand trial. No. Because he was mentally unfit, or whatever they call it. Yeah. And while he was in there, I think that was true, wasn't it, that bit? The letters he would get.
Yeah, well, like Richard Speck. Yeah. The notorious
the man with the boobs.
Murderer, yeah. He was he took hormones to grow breasts and he was a murderer.
And a prostitute.
And he, apparently.
Was
that what he was, a prostitute?
I read that he was. I read that he did have sex with other inmates for drugs.
Oh yeah, that was in the programme as well, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah. Well, he was receiving letters from him. And in turn, Richard Speck was receiving letters from Ted Bundy, who was also a notorious serial killer. And it's almost like, and Richard Speck said he was inspired by Ed Gein. It's like the actions of Ed Gein created like a generation of serial killers. You know, people were like inspired by what he did, and they could justify their actions because that's what Ed Gein did.
But like Ted Bundy, he knew what he was doing, didn't he?
Yeah,
he wanted to do it.
Yeah, it was almost like they had different motivations.
Yeah,
because I got the feeling from the programme that Ed Gein didn't know what he was doing.
No, that's what it felt like.
Yeah,
and it also came across that he wasn't mentally capable of making it up.
In the show, there was a line saying, I'm inspired to do what Ed Gein did.
Yeah.
Because he just pretended that he was insane, so he got to live in a spa, basically.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the feeling from the story told that he was pretending. I think it almost came across as, if his story is to be believed, he genuinely didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
It felt
if that is true, then he didn't have complete control over his actions.
No.
But I will be honest, when it got to the bit, once we got past all that, and it got to the bit where he got cancer and then he was dying, I actually got a little bit emotional.
They did. It was sad.
It was. Yeah.
You know, it almost made you forget about the atrocities. Yeah. And it made you just go, oh, bless him.
And obviously I know it wasn't real.
Yeah.
But at the end, where his mum came to get him.
Yeah.
Even I was like, I forgive you all.
Like, just want to point out, at the start of it, his mum was a massive...
evil.
Like, horrible woman.
She was deranged too.
Oh, yeah. She just came across as this, like, crazy person.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, when she was, like, the spirit of his mum came to him in his, like, I don't know if it was a dream or an apparition, but when his spirit of his mum was there, it made you just, like, go... It's so beautiful.
I had an actual tear in my eye.
Which,
again, I was like, this is not meant to be happening.
It sort of makes
going on? I hate you, Ryan.
It kind of makes you sort of go, oh, Ryan, well done. That was really good. You got us there, Ryan. Yeah. That was brilliant. You know, you took something that was absolutely horrendous that happened during the 50s and actually made us go, oh. You know, it was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So, Ed Gein, I think he was a very, very troubled soul.
Yeah. I agree.
And if you got all the way to the end of this video, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you all again soon. Bye! Bye.